Welcome back to State of Decay 2 Heartland. As you can see over there, oh yes, I pointed in the right direction. Awesome. As you can see over there, I am almost out of materials. And that's a problem because I keep recruiting characters who can unlock things for me, like the utilities complex, like the drone uplink, like the upgrade to my medical tent, all of which require materials. And I don't have any. And that's bad. And also, I don't have a, what's that thing called? A staging area that prevents me from taking materials hits from just having a lot of stuff in my base. So I need to get some materials. Also, I need a character who's not about to die of the plague. So, you know, I don't think I've played Reba yet, have I? Let's take Reba out. So she's going to go on a quest to find materials. What kind of equipment does she have? She's got a tiny little backpack. She's got, some new radio. What is this? New radio commands? What do we have here? Oh, just the standard radio commands. Okay, fine, whatever. So she's got a Hunter's Model 70. You know, does decent damage. But it's kind of hers, so I kind of want to keep it. Let's find her something. Find her a different sidearm, though. What kind of sidearm should Reba carry? Something we can suppress, or something that is naturally, integrally suppressed. That sounds good. She's got some nutritious snacks because she is a cook. And what else does she need? She's got a meat cleaver because she is a cook. She's got a chef's knife because she is a cook. Wow, we really went all in on she is a cook. I guess I should move my head back over here now that you've recognized that I'm low on materials. So, what am I missing? I'm missing some heals. Let's get her some heals. Let's get her something that will catch things on fire. Like napalm grenades, which is a little much, actually. But whatever. No. I want to save that for stuff like, you know, we're going to have a big old gauntlet fest at some point. I should save some nice things. So, let's manufacture something. Let's make something. Let's just some regular old classic Molotovs. That's all we need. Reba is a simple woman with simple tastes. And then maybe we can get her a slightly better backpack. Since we're going scavenging. Blue gingham? Absolutely gingham. That sounds perfect. What is our car situation? The Coalition is saying that I should cure... actually, you know what? I'm trying to remember now. So, for a while, you could only use cure on characters who were already fully infected. And later, we added the ability to use cure on people who were just partially infected. Because people kept trying to do it, and they would get frustrated that they couldn't. Do you get credit for the big, obnoxious achievement for curing people? Like, hey, Isaac. I mean, I didn't check the achievement, so I don't know what I think I'm learning from this. But, yeah, so I just don't know what trigger we used. If it's curing people of being sick, or if it's just using using the cure on them. Genuinely not certain there. Oh, folks are actually mentioning outposts. So yeah, another way that I could expand my base a little bit is to add some outposts. And Coalition says that he thinks that Isby adds an extra outpost, but she doesn't add it directly, right? Does she? Okay, yeah, so I can get more outposts by upgrading this. So I've got a lot of things I need to upgrade, and everything costs materials. Let's have a look at the back of the car. Oh, what? All right, we have that. We've got enough gas. So yeah, I think we can get on the road. So, where are we going to go? Where are we likely to find a lot of materials? There's a garage up there. There's a garage there. Is there a higher density of garages here? No, there is not. Auto repair? Yeah. I'm not... okay. There's 3 freaky garage. This is where Isby lived, isn't it, though? I mean, would I already have searched that a little bit? I'm not sure. So it does seem like There's 3 garages and a auto repair. 4 garages and an auto repair. Yeah, 4 decent garages and an auto repair up this way. So this feels like the best way to go up front. So I'm gonna set a waypoint right there. Okay, so La Coalición says that I should build both the staging area and the Chavez facility because they both give free maintenance. Wait, why would I need to build both if they both give free maintenance? Or is there some kind of weird additive effect that we didn't anticipate? Where you like end up with a materials profit or something like that from it. Oh, and Coalition was pointing out that when I get Isby to hero, that's when her hero bonus gives us an extra outpost. That makes sense. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, he is saying that they do stack. So basically, I'm pretty sure that each of them, if that's the case, if you actually get a materials profit from that, then I guess what we're doing is the hackiest thing ever, which is like, okay, so when we're setting up, I don't really know if this is true, but this is what I'm imagining might be true based on what Coalición is telling me. And this is definitely the kind of thing that is often true, whether it's specifically true here or not. When we are setting up something like a staging area, which is designed to negate the materials cost, negate the materials cost for maintenance. One way we could do it is to have an engineer come in and basically create a brand new ability for a facility from scratch that says, hey, negate, turn off maintenance, or like have the maintenance feature look to see if you've got a staging area, and if you do, the maintenance feature cancels itself and says, oh, never mind, maintenance isn't a thing because you've got that. That's what you can do if you've got an engineer. However, if you are like coming up on the delivery date of your game and you don't have enough engineering time to help with a problem like that, then what you might do is find out what the math is for maintenance, repeat that math yourself inside the facility, and then have the facility just give you an income of materials that matches the expenditures. That's what you would do if you have very little time and resources. And so I suspect from the description that La Coalición is giving me that might be what we did. And so that would mean that if you've got 2 maintenance facilities at once, you would end up with a materials income from stacking them, because both of them would be doing that calculation. Both of them would be delivering you the materials, and that would be hilarious. So, okay, yeah, so we are looking for, I think the next one is right here. We are looking for materials. Another thing we need to look for that is going to be very easy for me to forget is bloater glands, because eventually we're going to need... What? Eventually we're going to need a bunch of the grenades that you make out of bloater glands in order to run the gauntlet. And I have not... What is going on here? Something's in there, and I don't like it.
Something out there still needs to...
I like that Reba basically said the same thing that I was saying. There we go. There's our materials. Let's see what else is in here. So yeah, we're going to need a bunch of... So it's very easy for me to forget that operating on bloaters is a thing I ought to do. Just because, it's not something you do all the time in this game. You do it in Heartland. We disabled it for other modes of the game. And or just never enabled it is a more accurate way to describe what we did. All right, looks like we've already filled our backpack because I insisted on coming more prepared than I needed to. What I should have done was not actually bring all the things that I brought. Instead, I should have deliberately gone with very little because, especially since I've got an outpost right here. I should have gone with very little and figured if I need something, I'll come back to the outpost for it. So let's drop some inventory at this outpost. Come on, I never use snacks anyway. Why am I carrying all these snacks? Let's drop this, and that could go in the car, but whatever. This. Let's just say we won't need fire. It's fine. And honestly, are we going to need this Yeah, we've got the bullets that are in the magazine right now. Oh, we don't need spare bullets. It's fine. Because we're going to be scavenging a whole bunch of sheds. And, the rucksacks will go in the back of the car, but all this other garbage is going to need somewhere to be. And it's not like I'm going to leave it behind. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to leave things behind. That's crazy. So we'll just drop this off, and that off, and that off. There we go. All right. Now we're good. Let's actually seriously, because I'm an idiot, let's go back to that same garage and get everything that was left in there. All right, wait, there it is. Okay, so, no one is wondering why I call this Playtest Thursday. Because you would think a playtest would be something you would do to a new feature, to something that that has changed. And Heartland has not changed in literal years. So yeah, I guess it's sometimes a little bit of a misnomer. But I call it Playtest Thursday just because playtesting is something you do to the game that to your own game, whereas playing is something you do with somebody else's game. It's the way I was thinking about it. And so for a long time, I called this Playtest Thursday because I was working on State of Decay 2. And so it was me getting more familiar with the game that I'm working on, finding problems in the game that I'm working on. Now, it is kind of a misnomer because I'm not really working on State of Decay 2 anymore. I'm working on other mysterious things. And so it's not a very accurate descriptor of what we're doing here. But that's fine. It's okay to describe things inaccurately at times. So that's a Tartan Mart. Where else was I going to go? We got, oh yeah, Big Daddy Auto Repair, but... Oh, Kirkman Garage. Let's do the Kirkman Garage. It's right here. I've been eyeing that zombie for a little bit, thinking maybe... Oh, by the way, so... Looking at this environment, let me... So right here, you see this orange truck? This orange truck was not there in State of Decay 1. This is something that was added for the State of Decay 2 version of Trumbull Valley. And the reason this was added, I mean, I wasn't in the room when they decided to do this, but I'm pretty sure I know the reason this was added. It was because we've kind of made a rule in sort of the art of the game that we have to justify which places can become bases and which ones can't. And so, because players come to the game, they're like, why can we only settle at the Kirkman residence? Why can't we settle at every other house in the game? And the rule we made for ourselves, or that the State of Decay 1 team, before I even joined it, made for themselves was, places a player can live have got solid perimeters. They've got perimeter walls that you're safe within, unless, the zombies are actually sieging you. Whereas places that don't have perimeter walls cannot be settled because they're not safe. And that's sort of our artistic justification for why some places can be settled and some can't. And so when we take a thing that used to be a base, like the Kirkman residence, and we say, and we decide to make it no longer a base, that in this new iteration of the game, this former base is not a base anymore, we have to disrupt its outer wall. And so that's why that orange truck is there. It's because we need to disrupt the perimeter. And so the only way to disrupt the perimeter is to come up with some excuse why the wall is broken. That's actually one reason. I mean, there's lots of reasons why Jurassic Junction is so messed up in the Homecoming update, in the Homecoming version of Trumbull Valley. It's for lots of reasons, but one reason is we needed to destroy its outer fence so that we could explain why Jurassic Junction isn't still a base. Because we wanted, Jurassic Junction is... Did I just call it Jurassic Dungeon? Jurassic Dungeon is... it's an absurdly large base. And it would just be out of balance with everything else. And so having it be a base in the Homecoming update just didn't make a lot of sense. And so we wanted to debase it. Debasing it is kind of a weird word for that, but whatever. We wanted to debase that base. And so the way to do it was make sure that, it was destroyed in such a way that you clearly cannot settle there again. So all of the toxic sludge is one way that we did that. But another way is, I think you'll notice it doesn't have a solid outer perimeter wall anymore. Coalition says, yeah, you destroyed all the OG bases. Not all of them. The farmhouse did survive. In fact, the farmhouse just got much, much better. It was a base in the original State of Decay. It's a base in State of Decay 2. Oh, crap. Do we need to put a farmhouse in State of Decay 3 just because there's a tradition now? All right. Let's head this way. I'm going to come home with 7 rucksacks. That is my goal. I've forgotten how many materials that is, but 7 rucksacks.
Got a freak out there.
Do I? Where?
I smell something ugly around here.
Yeah, I smell some. I hear it. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah. Get off me. Anyway. I just watched a YouTube short making fun of people for habitually reloading all the time, like every single shot reloading your gun. Because, of course, in real life, guns that load from, swappable magazines, the whole reason they do that is because inserting one bullet at a time is actually a huge hassle. And so you have your bullets loaded into magazines so you can switch a lot of bullets at a time. And in real life, if you fire one bullet and then you think you're going to... immediately reload afterwards. What that means is ejecting the magazine, slipping one more bullet into the magazine, and then reloading again. Or can you just slip a bullet into the chamber, or do you have to get a bullet into the chamber from the magazine? Of course, I guess if you just fired once, another bullet would have been automatically rechambered. And so, yeah, so there would be a bullet in the chamber, right? You could eject the magazine and just top it up once. I don't know enough about guns in real life. I only know video game guns. And so unfortunately, I am one of those habitual reloaders where it's like every time I fire a shot, no matter how inconsequential, I will always follow it up by reloading my gun. I do that in Call of Duty all the time. And I'm actually frequently caught flat-footed and reloading because I'm just reloading continuously. I spend more time reloading in that game than doing anything else.
Got all there is to get here.
Oh, come on. I want one more. Okay, fine. Let's just drop this and then that. There we go. All right. Well, we're just right across the street from the gun shop, aren't we? So let's just run over there. Drop more things in this outpost. Ugh. Oh, so tired. Let's just leave all the doors open in this outpost. This is a good move. Doop, 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 doop. Okay. There. There. Ooh, signal antenna. Wait, can we use that? I don't know that we can use the signal antenna. Am I right that the signal antenna is just not a thing in this? Because this is the outpost center, right? This is the equivalent of a command center. Oh, I need to upgrade the outpost center first. Okay, so when I upgrade it, that'll open a slot. Well, in that case, let's get home with some materials soon. Anyway, so that's why I didn't reload after that conflict. And I'm gonna try to stick to that. Like, let's only reload after we've actually exhausted a magazine. Because in real life, like those little reloads where it's like you swap, you take out your spent magazine, pocket it, and then put in a full magazine, and then magically the elves in your pocket will refill the magazine you just pocketed so that the next time you switch to it, it's full. I mean, that's silliness, right? That's total silliness. Okay, so let's go to... Oh, get off my door. Get off my door. Get off my door. Get off. Get off. Squishing you. So this is Isby's garage over here, right? Did I really not search it when I was talking to Isby? That's weird of me. Usually I just rob people blind. Still not reloading.
I smell something ugly around here.
Oh, I didn't even see that zombie on the ground. She just auto-targeted a zombie I didn't see. That was disconcerting.
Can't complain.
All right. Is this going to be ammo? Yep. And materials? Yes! All right. So, La Coalición is asking what people's favorite Heartland character is. The options being Reba, Logan, Vicente, Isaac, and Malik. I mean, of that group, I think Isby's probably my favorite. But of that group, probably, you know what? I'm going to say Reba. I like Reba. We had fun coming up with Reba. She's such a freak. Okay, let me grab this.
Pretty heavy.
I just like her attitude. Is just like when she's talking. I like her attitude. Oh, Undead Mark agrees. It's Reba. So I think, yeah, people who work at Undead Labs agree. Reba's the best character. Do we get 2 votes because we work at Undead Labs? No, we don't, because your opinions as players of the game really, truly matter, even more than ours. I mean, they don't matter to what we actually do with the game. We decide that and largely ignore you. But, no, I'm kidding. But, oh, that probably hit a little too close to home for some people, didn't it? Never mind. Sorry. All right, here we go. Oh! Undead Mark, I actually didn't realize that you had a personal relationship to Reba. I can see it now. I can see the resemblance now that you're saying that. It wouldn't have occurred to me until now, but that's interesting. So Ariel or Hard says, how hard could it be to implement a visual guide to Molotovs and bombs to see where they would hit? That is something we've considered, actually. I think that when we were working with one of the outsourcing groups, they experimented with creating a little UI arc to show you where it would land. We didn't get it to the point where it was good enough to be usable, but it is conceivable. Like we never actually got like final UI on it, so it looked like programmer art. But it was conceivable. It's not a crazy thing to ask for. In fact, if you made us think about it on the wish list, I think people could take that as a good argument in favor of doing something like that. Okay, I need to empty my pants. My pants are full. Where's my car again? There. Oh, wait, bloater. I see the symbol of a bloater. Oh, yeah. Let's see if I can do this. Harvest, 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 harvest. Harvest, harvest, harvest. Wait, what? Wait, boxes of seeds? Oh, it dumped something out of my inventory so that I could have I was like, wait, why did I find boxes of seeds inside a bloater? But no, I didn't find boxes of seeds in there. I had those in my inventory, and I dropped them so I could pick up the gland. That's what that was. I got confused for a second. I was like, what's going on? Mad Max is like, reload your gun. No! I refuse. I am refusing to reload this gun until it's empty. All right, so Undead Mark is quoting me that I need to empty my pants. We'll drop this and this and this and this and this and this. All right, but I don't think. I think I've got space in the truck. Wait, which way am I going? Back behind me. I think, do I have space in the truck for one more rucksack so I could pick up one more on my back and then head home? Oh, Coalition says that realistically, I could reload with one bullet still in the chamber and that would be fine. Good point. Yes. Okay, we do have room for one more. And then let's get back in here and grab all the things I couldn't grab because I am a completionist when it comes to looting. There we go. Okay, so now we need to find just one more materials looting site. Where are we going for that? So, okay, so I don't know for sure if some of these areas that are like, well, that's the church. If some of these areas that are still unmapped might have material. So let's do a nice slow drive past some of these. Well, a slightly faster drive past some of these. Like, does this? Is that garage a proper garage? I'm betting it is. Oh! Oh, little dodgy zombie. Felt like I heard something. Huh. Weird.
Nothing kicking in here.
Let's see here. Okay. Wait, where am I most likely to find materials? In here? I don't think so. Oh, nope.
Well, that's pretty
Definitely more likely than this duffel bag. That was the main thing I was thinking. It's not common to find them in that box, but it works. Reba, by the way, has got our weirdest hair shader. Like, we've got a serious hair shader problem in this game. Some of our hair is crazy. But I think Reba's hair is probably the quintessential example of bizarre, iridescent blonde hair. Like, Mark, I don't know why your mom has such shiny hair. It's really cool and all, but like I'm worried. I'm worried about her. Did she used to work in a nuclear power plant? I don't know. Okay, but I think I'm good. Let's get home with our materials and build some crap. Yeah, so Undead Mark says, yeah, the red hair glows when it's in front of a flashlight. So yeah, so we just got some weird, interesting interaction going on between one particular hair shader and one particular light that just, like, it's one of those weird bugs that creeps in where, you know, you just end up not prioritizing it for a really long time because there's bigger fish to fry at all times. So Ed Blake is saying that Fanahoon is also planning on streaming today. So yeah, I don't want to suck up all of the oxygen. But this stream actually got like a solid end time on it because I've got a meeting at 3:30. So I was thinking maybe I would wrap up an episode once we've sort of started, you know, once we found out whether I've got enough materials. Maybe I'll go out for a little bit more materials. I don't know. But we'll wrap up this episode once we've sort of made our base improvements we want to make. And then maybe I'll do another quick one. Uh-oh, I think we're about to find out why you reload a gun. Ah! 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 No, stop it! Get off me, you big jerk zombie!
Another feral.
Ah, stop it all! Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna pretend my swing was what did that and not Isby's gunshot. I guess I've learned my lesson. Oh, holy crap. Let's just, let's pretend we're not here for those guys. Now let's see how many materials are in each of these rucksacks, because I always forget. So we've got 1 materials right now. If I deliver 1, oh, it's +5. It says in the notification, +5. Okay, so each of these is 5, which means bringing home 7 of these means I'll have 35 materials. And I'm out of storage. Let's spend it real fast then. So one thing I definitely want is an upgrade to my outpost center. So we'll do that. One thing I also want is a beds upgrade Screw morale. Wait, 8. So if I add, yeah, I can swap out my current beds outpost for a different one if I get my beds improved. And then let's do a utilities complex with Chavez. And we got 10, exactly 10 left. Oh, but no labor. That's fine. I was about to spend my last materials, which was going to be dumb. Okay, so actually, let's go out just a little bit longer. Because we did see another couple places with materials. So while we're building that stuff... Oh my gosh, I'm Austin Powers in here. Okay, hold on. Ah! All right, there we go. Let's head down and get a little bit more materials just so we're not zeroing ourselves out. And I guess once I've built that utilities complex, that'll also reduce my maintenance costs. That'll be good. Was this the place? No, this is not the place. Though, let's stop for a second. This does have materials. Oh, right. That's my loud gun. Well, let's search fast. Is it going to be in here? Yep. Yeah, I have to search everything, don't I? Oh, wait. Oh, I never emptied out my inventory. Never mind. We're just... Okay, fine. I won't do my usual thing. I'll just grab rucksacks. That's all I'm here to do. Just rucksack after rucksack after rucksack. I'll leave these places otherwise unspoiled. I'm sure this is a good idea. Narrator voice. It was not a good idea. All right. Fine. Airy Twitch says, I love those open sheds. Yeah, no, me too. They're pretty cool. All right. Oh, Lacoliston points out that actually I should have built the staging area first if I plan to build one, because it makes everything else go faster. That's a good point. I hadn't been thinking about that. Too late now. Ha ha ha. All right. Yeah, so we lost some time there, but... Actually, wait, I spawned right next to another I thought I had spawned right next to the shed I had just searched, but I spawned next to a different shed. Oh, maybe I should have searched that one. I guess if it did have materials, I could probably grab it on the way back. All right, let's see how good I am at guessing where materials are. Boom.
Well, that's pretty heavy.
Later, boys. All right. Oh, that looks like that's a fruit stand, right? So that's just gonna have food. I feel like I saw at least one other place. Whoa, at least one other place that was likely to have. This? Ah, this. Oh, there went my door. Fine. Fine. Okay, I got a bunch of gas. I did not actually keep a toolbox on me. Unless you think of Reba as a toolbox. Because she's a jerk. Alright, if I come up here, I should be able to get a few more materials. This place is going to have more zombies, though, so wish me luck. Oh, wait, I forgot to drop this. Dang it. Okay, hold on. Dang it. Anyway, I'm fighting these guys instead of just trying to evade them. Because I need to put this rucksack in my car before I can get the next rucksack. Yeah, I just broke my own rule. Whatever.
I gotta take care not to catch something.
He's like, what? Oh, come on. Yep, I'm not following my own rules anymore for some reason. Just reloading like crazy. Okay, which one of you has the materials rucksack in it? Oh, looks like it's probably this one. Oh, no. Oh, but I could use this. Which thing do I want to drop? Let's just use that.
No more of that.
All right. So I guessed wrong. That's not going to be in a file cabinet, right? Could it be in a cooler? Oh, shelves. It's probably in the shelves. There we are.
Yeah, I got it. But it's gonna be slow.
Can I pick this up?
Can't
Nope.
carry that
No
much.
space. But I'm about to make some room in my inventory by fixing this car. So, Ariel Earhart just pointed out that if with all of the zombie TV shows out there, that they would totally love to add a State of Decay TV show to their repertoire. And I've heard a lot of people say that. You know, I get that comment a lot from folks watching my channel, and usually I'm kind of a little dismissive about it because I'm like, I mean, but we've already got all those other shows, so I'm like, what would State of Decay add? I think a lot of what State of Decay adds to the conversation is it's less about its story and more about its gameplay. And so I'm not dead certain. I mean, I think, you know, as we continue to develop our world, develop our zombies and some of our sort of major continuing characters. What am I doing? I'm looking for materials. I can see it's getting closer and closer to there being clear value to maybe making a TV series of the game. Like I think for a long time I've been very dismissive of the idea, but I don't know. I could see it, that kind of thing, making sense someday. I think right now, though, I don't know. It's like there's... For a long time, The Walking Dead has just dominated, right? And The Last of Us is adding something interesting to the conversation. And there's already a lot of other, like, less dominant ones than The Walking Dead out there, like, you know, Z Nation, Black Summer, you know. And so I'm just... If we had decided to do that, if you know, some production company had decided that they wanted to do a State of Decay TV show, we would be coming out in a crowded marketplace full of some really, really stiff competition. And I'm not sure if it would make sense. Like, I think that if we ever did it, I think that waiting would probably, I think will prove to have been the right move. If we ever do something like that, which, you know, again, I don't think there's a high chance of us ever actually having a State of Decay TV show. But if we did, I think waiting until after The Last of Us is done, until, you know, there's sort of new hunger for new apocalyptic zombie stories, that might end up being the right move. See, the thing that's tough about like a lot, I think a lot of the stories in our game have been very well told and well written by by my colleagues. They're well done, but a lot of their purpose was like we're kind of telling some pretty iconic zombie stories, because I think that's kind of what we've been trying to do with this game is sort of give you an iconic representation of the zombie apocalypse. Like, this should feel like it's a recreation of the zombie world that you're kind of familiar with. Like we've got some newer stuff in here that like not everybody has. It was actually kind of fun to watch the Dead Island 2 trailer just released and see they're like, we've got variant zombies, and I look at the variant zombies and they're basically like a screamer, a juggernaut, and a bloater. And I'm like, oh yeah, good idea there, guys. Which is fine. I mean, you know, and some of the ideas behind you know, our zombies, you can clearly trace their lineage back to other people's ideas too. It's not like we came up with them originally or anything. But, you know, like, anyway, the point I was trying to make was that we're deliberately trying to make a very iconic zombie game that hits, like, a lot of the memorable archetypal experiences that you get from all of zombie media. And so it's only very slowly over time that we've been working in unique bits of story. Things where it's like, oh, this only happens in State of Decay. This isn't something that's just part of the zombie mythos, and State of Decay is doing its version of it. This is something that is just, you only see this in State of Decay 2. We haven't prioritized making a lot of that because we're trying to make, what we want is somebody, finishes watching The Walking Dead and they want to play a game that feels like that community building experience. And so they come and play State of Decay 2. And so it's, because there isn't a Walking Dead game that tries to, there are Walking Dead games, but that don't really try to go after that community building experience. And so, yeah, okay, so we're out of labor again. So that means we haven't been plowing a lot of untilled ground, stuff that just really cries out to be a story that's told independently. But over time, over the course of a long running franchise, we have started, there are a few things here and there that do feel a little bit more unique. And so the longer the franchise goes, the more comfortable I get with the idea that there is something here that's sort of worth exploring, that's not just in every other zombie thing. Because like Lifeline, I'm very proud of the story of Lifeline, but also the story of a bunch of badass military people sent into hostile zombie territory to rescue a high value target. You've seen that in a lot of places. Like, that's not a special news story. Like, I'm proud of what we did with it, but also it's not like you need to see another TV show or another movie about that. Like, you've seen that before. Yeah, so Colacion is like, oh, you could bring in Max Brooks from World War Z, and I'm like, but he's got his zombie franchise. It's World War Z. Like, he doesn't need us. And so why would he do that? So it's just, again, it's just, we've benefited a ton from the fact that the zombie apocalypse is well-worn terrain that a lot of people are familiar with because a lot of people have already done things here. But as a result of that, it also means there isn't a lot of hunger for State of Decay to become a TV series or a movie or anything like that because we're in that well-worn terrain. So it's, it's a mixed bag. So Kragan suggests, with increased popularity of well-done, game to TV show transitions, maybe he's suggesting maybe Microsoft might see merit in expanding some of their IPs into other media. That I would, so that maybe it could happen from a top-down perspective. I mean, that's not crazy, that's definitely not happening right this second to us, but that's not a crazy idea. I think partly though, I mean, Sony has got a stable of Naughty Dog style IPs, that feel like Uncharted and The Last of Us are tailor-made kinds of IPs that are very easy to transition into movies or TV series. A lot of Microsoft stuff is less so. I think the Halo TV series worked really well. I really like the Halo TV series, but but a lot of Microsoft stuff is stuff like our game, just games that are more. Like Minecraft, you're not gonna make a Minecraft TV show, because that's the kind of thing that we've invested in. And so I could see but Hellblade, I could see Hellblade working really well in something like that, except that the perspective of Hellblade, the fact that you're in her head is a huge part of the appeal. So while I think there could be a good Hellblade story told, using some other medium, I feel like it almost couldn't help but lose something from it because so much of that experience is based on you controlling the character and having her perspective. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm just, like you said, I'm mentally all over the place about this topic. So I'm not adding anything useful to this conversation. I guess I'm just sort of free associating. Radithcore points out they are doing it with Fallout. That's true. I'd heard about that. And isn't it like Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy doing that? If they are, I'm expecting good things because I have a lot of trust for them. I don't trust any particular game IP to itself make a story good because game IPs, you have to do a lot of work to adapt a game IP to a linear medium. And so really it's all about who are the showrunners. That's what makes it good. So The Last of Us works not just because the game is well suited to be adapted to a TV show, though it is, and having Neil Druckmann along for that is to sort of keep it true to the original spirit of the story is very helpful. But it's also because I can't think of his name now. Was it Craig Mazin or something like that? I probably got that wrong. Sorry. I don't, not like he's gonna ever watch this show. But he made Chernobyl. You got the Chernobyl guy to do it. Like that's why it's going to be good. If the Fallout thing is good, it's not because Fallout just automatically will make a good TV show. It'll be because it's like Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy doing it. Like that's why that's going to, do it. I probably got all these people's name wrongs, by the way, because I'm not a TV person professionally, and so I'm probably saying everyone's name wrong. But so I apologize if I did get anybody wrong. Coalition points out that the Chernobyl guy also did Hangover 2 and 3. Well, I've never seen Hangover 2 and 3, so whatever. Anyway, I should end this episode. So there's a subscribe button. Here's links to other videos. I'll try to get all this stuff in my base built, and then we'll see what we do in the next episode.